What's up, YouTube? Looks like I'm working on the Amigo again. I got these axial race seats in. I was planning on putting them in the D90 build, but I had some second thoughts. I wanted to talk about seats here for a minute. There's really not a whole lot of scale seats out on the market. These are RC four-wheel drives. They're kind of a rubber. They're nice size, good shape, but they're kind of hollow in the back, if you can see that. They don't have any backing to it, and the bottoms are, is that even coming out? So dark, there we go. Are kind of corrugated rubber as well, so there's no real easy way to mount it short of two-sided tape. That's what I've been using those, how I've been using those before. The Wraith seats are hard plastic. They're nice, solid. Just a better light over here. And they actually recline. Not that you really, you never know. The driver might get tired. But they have mounting holes already in the bottom. And once you take those Corbo, however you say it, stickers off of it, they look pretty nice, and they're paintable. And that is something I found out the RC four-wheel drive seats do not like paint. I've got some over here that used to be red and black, and they have brown paint chipping off of them, and it's still sticky, and it's been that way forever. It's been a mess, so they can't really make different colors. You can't paint them. I used all 4 Wraith seats in the D110 build, and I painted them and weathered them, and they take paint well, and they're easy to mount, they're versatile. So I figured, since the Amigo is open in the back, I don't want to be looking at that part of the seat when this looks like a real seat from the back. It's even got trim around where the racing harness would stick through the back of the seat. And just a little more scale seat, but it is a little bit smaller. As you can see, it's just a little bit shorter. So I put it in the Amigo, trying to mock it up, and it just it needs to be raised a little bit, like any seat in a real car. It's got there's mechanism underneath it to raise it up, so you don't want to sit right on the floorboard. It makes it very uncomfortable for tall people to drive. So I've started cutting some styrene. This is a messy business if you use a Dremel. Cut these 8x8. I think those are, I keep calling those 8mm. Let's see what they really are. Got a micrometer here. They're about 9. That's close. They're 9 or 10. But 9.5mm square tubing and styrene. And I'm going to make seat brackets to put in the Amigo to raise the seat up 9.5, 10mm, and give it a little more leg room. It's going to look a little more scale. And yeah, just see where it goes. I'm not going to paint anything yet. Like, this interior is still rough. All it is glued together. I've done no finishing yet. Once we get it to where we're done, I'll remove all the scale stuff, paint it. I'm going to sand it, smooth the edges, and paint it up. Try to figure out what kind of color it should be, because it's not a stock interior, so I can't paint it like a factory tan or brown or something. So we'll just have to yeah, cross that bridge later. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and figure out how I'm going to mount these seats. These Wraith seats have 6 mounting holes in the bottom. It comes with some hardware. You can see that there. They mount long bolt in the front, short bolt in the rear. But I was thinking, to be more stable, I'm going to run, I got 2 different lengths here of styrene tubing, and I'm going to put them across like that and bolt straight through the floor, the spacer, and the seat. And I've got longer ones for the front, and need to clean those up a little bit more. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mark some holes and kind of rough it in and see what it looks like. Alright, so I got these marked and drilled. I was showing you earlier, I don't know if you noticed, these rear holes are not as deep as the front holes, just because of the shape of the seat. It's shallower in the back, and that's reflected with the screws that it came with to mount it. You have a really long one for the front and a really short one for the back. So I tested my back, and I'm going to use these to run through the floor, the bracket, and into the seat without breaking through the seat. And then I've got some that are just a little bit longer. I didn't go too much bigger for the front bolts. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to mark these. I've got to figure out seat placement, how far forward I want it, and then I've got to try to mark 4 holes in exactly the right spot and drill them through. So this ought to be fun. Alright, well that took a lot more work than I thought it would, just trying to get all the holes aligned. And just some words of caution, trying to thread those fine thread screws into the race seats was a little bit of a challenge. I had to kind of work them up to it and tap them. They didn't want to take that, so had to ease it into it. Trying to line up the brackets and everything was a pain, so I ended up gluing the square tubing to the floor once I had it kind of marked out, and re-drilling all the holes so they lined up, and then tapping it all through. Yeah, pretty happy with that. And the seats recline back or inside the roll bar, so just in case. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up. Got the seats in. I think the height's pretty good. They look a little better. I did add a couple more little scale accessories. Well, let me show you this one. I've got this little air compressor. I did screw it down, but I'm not 100% happy with it yet. I'll just have to wait till I get done and see how it looks. And this Proline fire extinguisher I've mounted in the middle here. Just got it taped down right now, so when it's when we get done, we'll go ahead and permanently attach it. But yeah, I like these seats better. They look a lot more scale from the back. But let me know what y'all think, and that's it for this installment. Thanks for watching, and please like, subscribe, and share. Stay tuned for more.